guys in the bottling department, shake it up. We got a lot of orders to fill.
Hey, group, what label you want me to put on this batch? The 10-year-old Tennessee Mountain Dew or the 5-year-old Chattanooga Sippin' Corn?
Well, let's be strictly honest about it this time. Use the age in the wood label. Willie dropped his toothpick in the mash. That tastes like instant sick leave. What's the idea, Willie? If the guys at the base tried his stuff, they'll figure we sold out to Tojo.
Sorry, group, but I'm real worried. I ain't got a letter from Effie May in now in 3 weeks.
Forget about Effie May. Think of your sweet old grandmother back in Spruce Ridge.
That's right. If she finds out how you lost up a recipe for corn squeezins, well, she'll sick the revenuers on you.
Hey, Willie! Listen, I picked this letter up for you over at Mainside. It's the one you've been waiting for, all the way from the hills of Tennessee.
Well, lads, we're back in business. Once again, our happy mountain boy will be dancing barefoot through the sour mash.
Oh, Effie May.
What's the matter, Willie?
She got married.
What?
Effie May went and married that 4F Luke Higgins.
Oh, boy, you need a drink.
Oh, he's got enough trouble. Don't poison him.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi.
Where's everybody?
Oh, well, officially I couldn't say, Skip, but unofficially they're up at the STILL.
Hey, now watch your language, boy. There's nothing in regulations against a man having a hobby, you see?
Oh, no, it's good for the morale. Takes your mind off war. In fact, if you ever had any of that stuff, it takes your mind off everything.
Well, when the recreation hour is over, pass the word along to Willie that he's to report to the main base 1400. Captain Binghamton's radio man came down with I don't know, something or other, and has to take over his watch for him.
Okay. Hey, Skipper! Hey, Skip, you better go talk to Willie. Maybe you can cheer him up.
What's the matter?
Well, that pea-picking sweetheart of his just sent him a Dear John letter.
Oh, for crying out loud. Poor swab's out here fighting a war, and that backwoods female jilts him. How's he taking it?
Rough, Skip. He's sitting there like he was shell-shocked. Kamikaze attack! Hit the net! Kamikaze attack!
Kamikaze, we should be so lucky. That's the still. Willie, what happened?
Effie May got married.
Well, McHale, it was nice of you to drop in on our little staff meeting. Now, I'm sorry if the war interferes with your water skiing.
Oh, we weren't water skiing, sir. No, sir. We were having a little trouble with our still, though.
Well, we're always glad to come over, Captain. Yes, sir. And see how the Navy operates.
Don't get cute with me, McHale. Clam up and sit down. Now move. If you'll get Mortimer Snurd off your lap there, we'll proceed with the meeting. Gentlemen, I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear it good.
There are no more seats.
Stand up. Lean against the safe. Get in the safe. Just shut up. I have been alerted to expect a visit from Congressman Carl Joyner. Now, this is a visit so important that I have been alerted by a directive from Comanche-Pack. No question about what that means.
Well, I have a question.
What is it?
What does Comanche-Pack mean?
Nobody could be that stupid. What is coming? On second thought, I take that back.
Comanche-Pack means Commander-in-Chief, Pacific Fleet.
Kale, would you stop conducting school while I'm talking? Now, Congressman Joyner happens to be the ranking congressman on the Committee of Naval Appropriations. He can smell a loose dollar in the wind, and I don't mind telling you I'm not looking forward to his visit.
Well, Captain, I want you to know that we're behind you 100%, sir.
Well, thank you, McHale.
I think nothing of it, sir. Yes, sir, if you're in trouble with your accounts, we'll make up the shortage out of our own pockets.
Right? We'll pass a hat right now.
Oh, shut up. You'll pass a hat right now. What's the matter with you? Comedians! What I need are fighting men, and they send me fat little comedians.
Captain, just when is Congressman Joyner due here?
sometime next week. I've sent a message to Captain Dryden. He's the officer who will accompany the congressman, asking for the details. And whose office you think this is? I don't want to be interrupted when I'm in an important meeting. Oh, Captain Dryden, he's on the scramble phone. Put him on. Hello, Dryden, did you get my message?
What in blazes is going on down there? We've checked every code in the book, including the Japanese, and still it comes out every other word F-E-May. That's right, E-F-F-I-E-M-A-Y.
F-E-May? Get that radio man in here. I didn't send any message with F-E-May in it.
They jumping torpedoes. Willy's fouled up.
Settle down, man. Get this Effie May off your mind, whoever she is.
But Dryden, Captain Dryden?
Sir?
All right, Moss, what is all this about Effie May?
Gee, Captain, how'd you hear about her?
I heard about her the hard way, straight from Commons Pack.
That's Commander-in-Chief of Pacific Fleet.
Knock it off!
Oh, now, ease off there, Captain.
You and your crew have got me into trouble for the last time. I'm going to ship this Moss right out of here just as soon as I can get a replacement.
Shipping them out? Oh, but Captain, have a heart.
Never mind my heart. It's my ulcer that I'm worried about. And you listen to me. If you and your 8 balls make one miscue while that congressman is here, I'm going to rack you up and drop you in a side pocket like the Aleutians.
Oh, but Captain...
Don't you butt me. I mean it. And I'm going to do it if I have to put the orders straight through to Sincus.
Sincus, that's a dandy. What does that one mean, sir?
Commander-in-Chief of the... Oh, get out of here! All of you! Out! Hurry up!
I tell you, Skip, we gotta do something.
Yeah, if Willie gets shipped out now on top of losing his gal, he'll be bucking for a Section 8.
There must be something we can do, Skip. Skip, it just ain't like you to give up without a fight.
All right, ease off, Willie. I tried talking to Willie to just snap him out of it. But it wasn't like he didn't even hear me. Look, if any of you guys got any bright ideas, now's the time to bring them up.
Yeah, the skipper's right. We can't blame him every time somebody gets in trouble. Now, this is one problem we just got to iron out ourselves.
Attaboy, Mr. Parker. What's your idea?
Well, now, there are any number of things we can do. One, if we all got together, we could, well, two, there's a possibility. Look, I hate to pass the buck, but this is an enlisted man's problem.
Guys, I think Mr. Parker just came up with a solution.
See? Yeah, well, any leader of men would have done the same for his crew. Yeah. What was the solution?
When you said pull rank. Skip, all you gotta do is put in a good word for Willie with your old pal, Admiral Reynolds.
Hey, I think Rube's got it.
That's
Skip.
good.
Listen, he says that we're the best combat crew in the South Pacific.
You guys want me to defy Captain Binghamton?
To go over his head? To violate the Navy chain of command? Now, wait just a minute!
That's long enough. I'll do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. Anything you say, Admiral. Anything. Yes, sir. Get on the ball. Yes. And batten down the hatches. Yes, sir. Yeah, get the lead out of them. Yes. Thank you very much, Admiral. Thank you. McHale's some dash. Come in!
Oh, hello, Captain. Sorry to butt in, sir, but my ears were burning. I had a feeling someone was talking about me, sir.
And my nose has been itching, too, so... Oh, wait a minute, check that. That means you're going to kiss a fool. Doesn't come to acceptance,
Would
sir.
you stop that infernal babbling? Yeah, you're really asking for it, going over my head to the Admiral.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Captain. Don't make waves. Now, you're trying to break up my crew, and I had to go to bat for them. And now, sir, if you'll excuse us, we'll go inform Radioman Moss that he's been reinstated.
Just a minute, McHale. Moss has not been reinstated.
What?
The Admiral may have a soft spot in his heart, but not in his head. Your boy's future here at Taratupa is, to put it in a word, very iffy.
What do you mean?
The Admiral is sending a communications officer down here to give that boy a full and complete radio man ratings test, and he'd better not make one teensy-weensy little mistake.
But he already passed that test.
That's right, sir, and according to naval regulations, you can't try a man twice for the same offense.
Oh, is that right? Well, that's a good thing for you, Goofy. Or you'd be in a constant state of court-martial for impersonating an officer.
Oh, now, wait a minute, sir. I've got papers
Uh-huh, so did Rin Tin Tin. Get him out of here before he bites somebody.
What is
does he mean impersonating an officer, Skip? Why, it says right on my commission.
Oh, don't worry about that now, Chuck. Willie's our problem right now. Doggone, he's so shook up about that Effie May that he's gonna blow that test for sure.
Yeah, well, I don't know why he can't get his mind off Effie May. There's a lot of good-looking girls around here.
Yeah, sure there are. But Willie's taste runs to Tennessee mountain gals. And where are you gonna find a sweet-talking pea-picker in this part of the world, I ask you?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm new on this here base. Could y'all tell me where the officers' club is?
Right over there, miss.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Oh, pea picker! Miss, I gotta talk to you.
Well, sir, you don't have to scare me half to death.
Quick, McHale, unhand that woman.
Oh.
That's a no-no.
Oh, now, Molly, it's not what you think.
It better not be. Cindy, this is Commander McHale. He's already spoken for it. Lieutenant Cindy Bates. Ensign Parker, it's open season on him.
I'm mighty proud to make the acquaintance of such charming gentlemen.
Well, hush, my puppies. You all ain't half as proud to meet we all as I all is to meet you all. And that's all.
Don't try to teasing me with that Dixie talk. You're not from the South.
Yeah, but there's a boy in our crew who is, and I think you're just the gal that can save his bacon and grits, honey. Come on, honey, I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Mint julep, of course.
Mind if I come along?
Well, I'm all set, Commander. How do I look?
Oh, great, and you're an angel for doing this. But remember, this is a rush job, so you really gotta turn on that southern charm. Full speed ahead.
I'll sure do my little old best.
Oh, boy, if that's not good enough, then maybe you ought to be shipped out, huh? Oh, didn't hurt. Didn't hurt a bit. Hey, Willie, they got a new nurse in there. Boy, what a cute doll.
Dang.
Yeah, but this was a southern gal, a real Dixie Bluebell, with a landscape like those Tennessee hills. Woo-hoo. Come on.
I have to, Skip. Golly, I hate shots.
Oh, but once you get a load of this gorgeous dish of corn pone, man, you won't feel a thing. Come on, boy, come on. Get in here, come on. Lieutenant Cindy Bates, this is Radio Man Willie Morse.
Well, howdy there, Willie Moss. They tell me y'all come from Tennessee. That's my neck of the piney woods.
Yes, ma'am.
He's a little shy.
My, what a darling boy. Enough to make a girl's heart go pitty-pat. Don't hang your head, sugar. You don't have to be shy with little old me.
Come on, boy, look at her, look at her.
Well, now, Willie, wasn't that the nicest little old shot you ever had? What do you say?
Thank you, ma'am. Let's get out of here, Skip.
And Molly says that boy isn't shy. He's just plain dead.
Yeah, how do you like that, Willie?
He gets a good-looking dame and nothing happens.
Yeah, he's sicker than we thought.
What are we gonna do now, Skip?
I don't know.
Hey, Skip, where's Willie?
He's up in the hills moping. Why?
I got some bad news. That examining officer's going to be here in the morning, and Willie's supposed to report to take that test at 0800.
Well, that knocks the bung out of the barrel.
You can say that again.
Well, now, wait a minute, Skip. I think I can carry the ball here. Now, if I can find Willie, I can teach him all I know about communications in 24 hours. Matter of fact, I can do it in 20 minutes.
Well, thanks, Chuck. But that's not Willie's problem now. It's the state of mind he's in. In a word, Effie May.
I hate to say anything, Skip, but that's 2 words. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, she must be a real doozy to top Cindy.
Are you kidding? She's a big nothing. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Willie threw this away when he got that letter.
Oh, so that's Effie May, huh?
Yeah. Boy, no wonder he didn't go for Cindy. She was wearing shoes.
Yeah. Hey, that's it.
Yeah. That's what?
Well, look, all Willie saw in Cindy was a nurse in a hospital. But supposing he was to see her dressed up like this, without them shoes, and surrounded by a bunch of her mountain kinfolk. Now, that might sure shake up his chitlins.
Hey, that's the best darn idea you come up with yet. Neighbors, we're gonna have us a real old mountain hoedown.
Hey, you guys, where are you?
Hillbilly detail ready for inspection, Skip.
The Dog Patch Volunteer Brigade, I do believe. As you were, you bunch of varmints.
Hey, Skip, ain't we a caution? How do we look, Skip?
Oh, boy. Yeah. Hey, where'd you get that mountain greenery, boy?
Just use the old Gruber Genius and the stuffing's out of a mattress.
Oh, you pea pickers are sure going all out. Anything I can do to help?
You already have. Was your mattress, neighbor?
Hey, no kidding. You guys sure did a great job. If this doesn't snap Willie out of it, nothing will.
Howdy, neighbors.
Oh, no. Japanese hillbillies? Where you from, the south of Tokyo?
How so, bye, Clucky?
Howdy, neighbor. It's funnin' time. Ain't no time for studying.
Oh, darn. Well, what's going on?
Hey, well, you know that the little nurse Cindy over at the main base?
Yeah, what about her?
She's a chick from down your way, and real lonesome for the hominy grit country.
You see, she's feeling rather poorly, so we thought we'd give her one of them dadgum hoedowns. Kind of liven up her vittles, you know what I mean? Well, we thought it would be right neighborly if you'd mosey along with us.
Well, sure. I'll help out. But I swear, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that in my whole life.
Hey, Veras! Skipper's coming with girls. Let's go, neighbor-san. Howdy.
Oh, boy.
Come right this way, ladies. Ladies, may I present to you the Shore Patrol of the Confederate Navy.
We're mountain men without a care. Our beards are long and our feet are bare. We patch our breeches when they tear. And likewise with our underwear. We do what comes naturally. We tote our jugs when we put to sea. Nothing like us in the whole Navy. The Hillbillies of the 73.
Boys, say howdy to our guest of honor, Miss Cindy Bates.
Howdy, ma'am.
Willie, step up here and welcome a homesick Tennessee gal, will you?
Proud to have you aboard, Miss Cindy.
Howdy, sugar.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Something must be going on over there at McHale's Island. I feel it in my bones. It's the same feeling I always get when there's trouble brewing.
Oh, your bones are right, sir. We do have trouble. It's Congressman Joyner. He's here, sir.
What? Well, that's not possible. They're not due here till next week.
They've just landed, sir. He and Captain Dryden are on their way here right now.
Oh, for heaven's sake, take the glass.
Yes.
Oh! You do anything right. You have any idea how that feels?
Afternoon, Binghamton. Carpenter.
Captain Dryden. Welcome aboard, Captain Dryden. Where's the congressman?
He's outside inspecting your base.
Oh, already he's inspecting the base.
Never too early, never too late for the man with a hatchet. He likes to catch people off guard. That's why we're a little ahead of schedule. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. I want to radio the Admiral that we've arrived safely. Oh, yes. You'd better order your gig. The congressman has heard about Commander McHale's outstanding combat record. He wants especially to see his unit.
Oh, no. Not McHale.
I'll bet you could just scream, sir.
Like a banshee, I could scream. You bring them over in my gig. I'll go on ahead and I'll warn McHale that he and his cutthroats had better be on the ball. So, and put those away before you kill somebody.
Golly, Miss Cindy, seems like every time we change partners, I wind up with you.
Well, now, you ain't complaining, are you, Willie?
Oh, no, Skip. I like it.
I got a complaint, Skip. Every time I wind up with Gruber. And he's too tall for me.
Well, I'm afraid you're stuck with him now, Chucky. Everybody keeps his partner for the box supper.
Yeah, now that's just like back home, isn't it, Willie?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell you what, neighbor. You mosey on down to see how the hobjowls and the greens are coming, and I'll have a gal for you by the time you get back, okay?
Well, I reckon that sounds mighty pleasurable. I Skip.
All right, let's get this hoedown a rolling. Let's go!
Oh, what in the blue Pacific? I don't believe this.
Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy. What do you mean, howdy? Who the devil are you? Who?
Well, now, I swear, if you don't remind me of little old hoedown from back home. Well, so long, Sonny.
Just a minute, mister. Just as I thought. Parker.
Well, hi there.
Hi there, don't you hi there me. You start talking fast.
Well, you see, neighbor,
Binghamton? Is that you, Captain?
Yes. Hello, Congressman Joyner. Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Binghamton.
Who's that?
Who's who?
Vincent Parker, Executive Officer, PT-73.
What kind of a base are you running here?
Oh, well, he's dressed for a commando range. At night, they wear different disguises. Confuses the enemy. I see how well it works. I can see you're confused.
We're a very confusing outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, Binghamton, I think you owe the congressman an explanation.
I'm just as shocked by this whole thing as you are, sir. There's the man that's responsible for this outrage. McHale, come over here. What's the meaning of having these men dress up like a bunch of stupid hillbillies?
Well, sir,
Just 1 little minute, sir. It so happens that I represent the glorious state of Tennessee, and some of my most loyal constituents live in those hills, sir.
Huntsman.
Also, hi, Crocky. But now, this is a happy coincidence, sir.
This hoedown that we're having is really a going away party for one of your Tennessee boys. Yes, sir. Radio Man Morse, step forward here and shake hands with your congressman, son.
I'm proud to know you, son. Proud. Now, what's all this about you going away somewhere?
Well, you'll have to excuse him, sir, 'cause he don't really want to talk about it. You see, the captain is shipping him out.
Shipping him out? What for? Trying to get rid of another of those stupid hillbillies you dislike so, sir?
No, Congressman, no, this is all a misunderstanding. This dear boy, Congressman, he made a little mistake sending a radio message. Now, that could happen to anybody, even a northerner. I mean, he's a fine boy. Fine boy, this boy.
Well, sir, let's not stand here twiddling. Let's get this hoedown started.
Gentlemen, by order of Congress, start the music. Oh, Willy, get in there. After you, Congressman.
Thank you. Ma'am, if you do me the very great honor.
Congressman, you just got yourself a write-in vote from New Jersey.
Well, you go right ahead, neighbor.